My story of depression and hopefully survival.
Entertainment takes us out of our headspace for a minute and lets us just imagine a different scenario. And in that neighbor to reality, I think you can sometimes uncover elements about yourself. When you see some atrocious thing happen, does it make you laugh? Does it make you sad? How does it affect you? I think is an interesting delve into your psyche, I guess. Lately, I've been watching a lot of old movies, TV series. A lot of things I've watched before, I'm rewatching, and then watching things that were hot when they came out and I never got around to seeing them. And it's been an interesting experience. One thing I noticed is I relate to characters a little differently now than I did back when I watched it originally. Movies that I watched when I was real little, you often connect with a character, often the lead, but also not always. And you know, it becomes sort of an alter ego, or wouldn't it be awesome if I could have that superpower or that ability? Oftentimes there's a personality trait that you feel a connection to. And for me, it's been interesting to watch movies that I watched when I was a kid, a young adult, and now, and see what characters I connect with better. And sometimes I understand characters in a very new way, it's a new perception when you're older and you've lived more life and you've had more experience, and I find I'm connecting with different characters in a different way. I know this is all TV, it's not that important, but I think it helps me be somewhat introspective, making me think about myself and how I interact with life in a different way. And I guess that's part of growth. Self-discovery, maybe? I don't know. Something definitely passes the time. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta do a reaction video. Bloody wood. Anyone who knows me knows I love purple, and for that reason, Amethyst was always my favorite of the crystal gems, except that I related a lot more to garnet back when I first watched it. The first time I watched Steven Universe was back when my son had first graduated high school. I was still in a very much parental role at the time, and I think that's what helped me relate a lot to garnet. By default, I liked Amethyst immediately. I mean, she's purple. I'm a little loony when it comes to purple. It is my absolute favorite color. Amethyst is purple personified. It's wonderful. But personality-wise, I related a lot more to garnet. Garnet, I think, has a lot of paternal type characteristics. Insightful, protector, kind of the tougher badass type of the two parent gems. I mean, I know they're not actual parents, but Pearl and Garnet kind of landed a little bit more in that parental role, those two. With my son being young, I related a lot more to Garnet, and I was always a little in that toss-up space over which one was my favorite. Now, a few years have gone by, and my son is getting his girlfriend to watch Steven Universe for the first time, and I've caught a few episodes as they have recommenced watching the series. I connect a lot more to the Amethyst character now. Not just because she's purple, but all of it. The reason I think that I am connecting with the Amethyst character, she is kind of immature. She's a badass like the rest of them, but she's pretty immature. She's like an overgrown child. That connects with me more now, in the current headspace that I'm in. My son is grown. I don't need to parent him like I did back when he was young. So now I can be more of a buddy to him. And it's a very different relationship that's evolved in these last few years since he was fresh out of high school till now. From 18 to 24 is a big difference, and our relationship has evolved. After one of the episodes I watched, something was short-circuiting with the gem, and as it does, Amethyst was discombobulated. Her whole body parts were all split into many places and spazzing out, and I was watching it and just thinking, oh my god, that's me. That's totally me. I connect with that episode and Amethyst in it. My personal favorite of secondary gems would be Lapis Lazuli. She's a more depressed character, and I think that's part of why I connect with her. And she's pretty busted and mentally unstable, but she has a kind heart, and she just kind of tries to get by and survive life, and that's very, very abundantly relatable. That is my rundown of Steven Universe characters. Fuck, I hate the take already. Whole new perspective. He would... Got it. Perspective. Cut. A whole new... This current time zone, in this perception. Fuck. That is not enough for a video, especially once I do some snips.
Ciao.